Wagwan guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I cannot complain myself. I thought this was very interesting regarding Mariah the scientist. She is making a few appearances. I think on Complex she had an interview, and she's had some other interviews that she's done in the past on other platforms. But she has an album release party for Heart Soul Separately, and it was a private album release party, so she's kind of done media for that. I think I've seen her on Apple as well. I think you have a few people coming out with albums, singles, and this, that, and the sorts. But her, I think her album is #1 on Apple Music, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Heart Sold Separately is #1 on Apple Music. So she's doing presses, and she's doing all of that, right? And there's definitely media on it, but this is one of her interviews that kind of caught my eye, I would say, right? And she was asked this question on Complex, which Complex definitely does good work, but this one just kind of, I seen it on my feed, so I was like, okay, let's see what this is talking about. So the question was asked, are men, let me look at it really quick. Yeah, are men the prize? Right? It's like, that's a pretty blank statement. Are men the prize? And let's listen to her response. I got the video. I'm gonna play it for right now, and we'll see what she thinks.
The men are just like, have come to a place where they feel like they're the prize.
Yeah.
I don't know, it disgusts me, honestly. I have this conversation often. I know a lot of men who want to blame the women. Oh, they're just promiscuous, and why would I be this kind of guy when there's just so many things that are so accessible? And I will say, honestly, ladies, if you want to be promiscuous, that's on you. You can do what you want to do, but at the same time, like, it's just like creating this
war, like you said.
It literally is.
Yeah,
and it's just like, I just want better for the men and the women. I think that there are also some girls in the world who are like really dead set on like loving in general, and that's me. Honestly, I have been drugged for it. I have been in a lot of situations that have gone left and just have not gone my way in certain moments, but it's just like, that's just how I'm wired, and that's just what I want. I want to be married. I want to have children. It's like, that's what I want to do. If you ain't trying to do that, then just don't with me for real,
So you see right there, that's her response. You heard that was her response to it. And very interesting, right? Because she said it's disgusts her that men think that they are the prize. Me personally, I can understand the bias in that, right? But also too, they refer to, I think, her in the past being drugged for, I guess, loving hard in a relationship, paraphrasing the situation. But I think that women and men are the prize, right? And you have to come together, in a mutual understanding. You have to make a great compromise, both parties, that being. Now, you can't be in a situation where, oh yes, the woman is definitely the prize. She's making more money. She's, your lifestyle is now becoming, more relaxed because you are, you've met this wonderful woman who has upgraded you. Okay. And vice versa. For men could be the leaders, dominant in the household, the house head, and right. And you excuse me, you can be what's the word I'm looking for? You could be a submissive. You can lean more into your feminine. You can do all, you could just be more free. You're freed up. You could, that's really a major thing, right? Because time is money, and you could just have a lot of free time, and think about the things you can do with all your free time that you have, because your husband is working hard at work, or your wife. Either way. So I understand what she's saying. And she did talk about how, I think Complex made the inference to the situation that happened when Young Thug was in jail, and then that phone call got leaked. It's a very messy trial, and that phone conversation got leaked, and he apologized to her on social media because it got leaked, and she really didn't want that to get out. It wasn't supposed to. So they made emphasis to that, and we could surmise maybe that is what she was referring to in conversation. But I think that was a good question, right? And I've heard that question a lot, to tell you the truth, not a lot, but I have heard about that. And whenever I do hear about that, I'm like, it's a good question. Me personally, like I say, I think both men and women are the prize. But then you can see how in a relationship, how yes, it could be different. It was one saying where you want to be like a contributing member to society, right? And if you are a contributing member to society, you can see how some people may give back more, and while some people do not. However, everybody pays taxes, right, on purchases. Excuse me. I ate some barbecue and it was fire. But anywho, everybody pays taxes on products that they buy, and then the more standout good citizen you are, by owning a home, you're going to pay more taxes on that, property taxes, etc., more things that go into that. And you have a job, right, you're going to be taxed through that. And it's many more ways that you can be taxed, right, by living the American dream, I may add. But I say that to say, that's just a good question, right? Complex, good job on that question. That was I don't know if she was prepared for that question, but she answered it very well. I think she answered that question very well, may I add. But that's what I got for you guys. Thumb up the video, dude. It helps it get out there to, more people to view it, and which in turn helps my channel out, helps me out. So do that. And if you're a new viewer, subscribe to the channel. If you're a returning viewer, thank you guys for returning. Hope to see you guys back here soon. Ciao.